would stay keep their form, and when they lost their form, they ate the human personnel.
Yeah, the reptilians tried to attack um, the half of my crew, and
Okay,
I
well,
couldn't help it.
well, so why don't they just try to like say clone meat products? Why do they have to have the real thing?
I think that's what Grimes has been posting, rolling out this cloned meat stuff. This is just so crazy.
Hmm.
I'm
What
sorry.
about their
I'm a little
food,
stressed right now.
what about their food replicators? Don't they have the ability to produce meat?
No, there was none of that. I know that people talk about all that stuff. There was none of that kind of stuff. I don't know about any of that. They were not using that type of technology
Okay.
with my
And you
crew.
mentioned something about these lunch boxes or
Well, packaged food rations with names labeled. Like everybody had their own box of
so
packaged
that
food.
stopped
Yeah,
is what you,
they did not send the shipment, and at the time, I thought that. I'm sorry, my heart's pounding right
you want
now.
to change you should we change the subject?
Um, I need some coconut
You
water.
you said that the you were discussing with the NSA about I don't know if it was the NSA but some group about us getting paid for our service in the secret space program. Can you
Oh
talk a
yeah,
little bit about that and how much were they supposed to pay us?
yeah. It's minimum base pay, $360 million just to be involved in some way, shape, or form. And then the pay scale goes way up there. And there's some heavy hitters out there that are actually supposed to be getting like in the trillions. You know, science people, independent thinkers. That's like billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. And actually, I looked at like the all accumulated wealth of the entire planet. Supposedly, it only covers about 1.5% of that. So we've all been overpromised. This is why people have been manipulated into forgetting, and people are silenced or killed or tortured or whatever. And this is why we're seeing so much mayhem because we're like, we've overspent. So we're like indebted to like these malevolent extraterrestrials who are like basically enslaving us. So we're basically like coerced into forced voluntarism, which is slavery. So, but as far as like pay goes, like I know that there's a whole mass of wealth that is out there in space, and it appeared out of nowhere. And this was recorded by I think it was one of the telescopes. I can't remember at the time. It was some years ago now, but it was when I started looking into who I am because I was reminded by somebody. Who was telling me about how Grimes faked her pregnancy and then that I was roofied and that I was poisoned. And started remembering things when I started getting the poison out of me. And so I accessed some security papers that I have. I accessed that wealth, and that's what made that appear. So it's out there, and there's an article out there. I have difficulty finding it, but it is out there. It's totally out
I
there.
mean, certainly asteroid mining is extremely profitable. There's asteroids loaded with diamonds and gold. But even like BlackRock and these large corporations, their most of their assets are held off world, not here on this planet. So the money is out there, but the question is, um, being able to pay us. So do
Yeah,
you think it ever will
sorry.
happen?
Well, I think you did the math. I think I told you the numbers a while back. It's something in the ballpark of like 80 quadrillion dollars, like estimate. And this was years ago, not accounting for inflation. There's like an enormous mass of gold, and as far as I understand, that is guarded by the 13 uh, extraterrestrials that oversee the Galactic Federation of Planets. They're well aware of like security breaches and stuff like this, and I think that's why, excuse me, like it's Majestic 13 that there's 13 of us because like we're in tandem with these 13 ETs who have
Hmm.
saved my life before. Like I Like they're the coolest because like they don't sit there and like try and tell you what to think, you know, they're not like trying to get you on their agenda or any of this. Like they literally are about healing and sharing technology and sharing information. And they like literally like showed me what was going on like on these crystal decks and stuff where like I could see everything, all the detail. I knew what people were thinking and all of this stuff. I knew all of it and they just showed me and that's what they do. They just